Community development. It's what we do, but defined in so many ways, working with individuals, communities, and systems. Community development is about reaching out to each other, building on strengths, and supporting people to reach their goals. It's about developing relationships. Sometimes advocacy. Sometimes it's not about developing, but redeveloping individuals and communities that have been disenfranchised. Sometimes it's about asking tough questions. As community development practitioners, we help citizens to realize their expertise and their capacities. There is no cookie cutter, so sometimes community development can be slow, messy, and hard. But it can also be remarkably rewarding. Together, we are building a better Calgary, so that Calgary can be better for the world. Our community has grown at a tremendous pace, and we have to keep up with changing demographics, evolving communities, and an evolving practice. It is through responding to that need that the conference emerged. Over the last decade, we've shared stories of youth, Aboriginal communities, seniors, newcomers, and community development with residents, as well as highlighting funders and profiling new and innovative approaches. So, what does that look like in the community? The Calgary Vietnamese Youth Association invests time to listen to and understand disenfranchised youth in order to support empowerment. They focus on a holistic method, helping community members to thrive, with the understanding that they are key to change in their community. The youth benefit from the whole story, their history, their present, and their future, enabling them to grow as active community leaders and role models for others. The Calgary Urban Aboriginal Initiative supports and enhances work across multiple groups. By engaging a broad base of stakeholders, CWI affects real and sustainable advances for urban Aboriginal people. This cultural-based, grassroots gathering brings together Métis, First Nations, and Inuit, as well as non-Aboriginal people to collaborate, exploring issues and recommending solutions. By taking the necessary time to build relationships through trust and respect, sustainable, positive change is made. The Calgary Public Library started the Building Bridges program to meet the needs of new immigrants living in Calgary and to empower them as lifelong learners. Based on the premise that as individuals become more confident, they look for ways to give back to others and invest in their community. Meeting citizens where they're at can have long-term impacts. The Living Library Volunteer Program, a key component of the Building Bridges project, is an example of this. The program brings volunteers together to share their social and cultural identities with others, enhancing our understanding of diversity. This inclusive environment helps volunteers to develop new skills and expand their circle of contacts. The Calgary Foundation has invested over $1.4 million to help ordinary Calgarians create stronger neighborhoods and communities, one community garden, knitting circle, or diversity dialogue at a time. They understand that communities really do take ownership when they're given encouragement. The Calgary Foundation has learned to never underestimate what even the smallest steps can accomplish when the direction is set by the people who deeply know and love their neighborhoods and communities. After all, they're the ones most affected by the results. Family and Community Support Services have a goal to strengthen neighborhoods. Their strategy is to fund local organizations focused on inclusion, believing that this prevents or minimizes the impacts of social problems. Over the long term, this means communities will have sufficient knowledge, leadership, and skills to confront the challenges facing their neighborhoods. Community residents, community development practitioners, and community supporters come together to learn, grow, and strengthen their communities. Through focused efforts by the United Way, the concept for the Genesis Center emerged. The model of this project was to engage and support residents in telling the story of their neighborhoods, the great stuff and the tough stuff. This provided the basis for meaningful collaboration. In order to do this, The agencies involved had to learn how to be led by the residents and to see residents not as clients, but as citizens and partners. The project demonstrates that communities have the innate capacity to create local solutions to the issues they face. The real value is in helping citizens realize their potential. So, where are we going? Can we imagine a future where we are not needed? What will it take to build that resiliency? What lessons can we learn from the past? And what role will our coming together play in the future? Community development. Building a better Calgary so that Calgary can be better for the world.